We're trying to go into the DMV, conduct business like everybody else. I guess the people over here don't like the First Amendment, freedom of the press. They told us to step out. They said it's private property. We would never trespass into private property.
Well, I'll take care of my complaint process, but what you need to do to help everybody is train this guy as far as not putting his hands on people. He's trained.
He's very well trained.
Is that the training that you guys have?
My thing is, we're allowed to do this, and it's right there on their wall, and they're not even interested in.
Today, we find ourselves at a DMV-like facility in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where we're here to test something simple, the right to record in a public space. What happens when we encounter resistance from employees who claim this is private property, even though it's open to the public? We're about to explore a confusing situation surrounding public access, First Amendment rights, and the lines between public and private spaces. Stay tuned to see how this unfolds.
Relax.
How's it going, officer?
It's going good.
They're not really. You got it. Yes, sir.
Hold on. Can I have your Can I have your name and badge number, officer?
Officer Sosa.
Can I have your name?
Sosa, badge number 124.
It's like flirting with us, huh?
Okay, so can you please tell me, is this open to the public or not?
It is.
Okay, why are they kicking us out?
I am getting my sergeant down here. Okay,
If they have a complaint, who can they complain to?
You see, we've done nothing wrong. This gentleman over here is calling us names for no reason, but it's the First Amendment, so you have the right to do that. It falls on this. Is the same thing with the camera.
You just want to step over here with me and just talk to me one-on-one.
I'm not wasting anybody's time. I'm actually educating thousands, sir. I'm educating thousands. Google us, sir.
Who's gonna watch this stuff?
Auditing. You're gonna be famous, sir. Do you know where you're at? You're in auditing America right now.
Hey, do you mind just stepping over here and talking with me real quick?
Sure, I'll speak with you. You seem like a nice guy. Well,
what's going on today, man?
we're trying to go in there, conduct business, and while we do that, we want to document it. I guess they're scared of cameras or something. They're also saying this is not operated by the state of Missouri, but it's open to the public. So we have the right to go in there the same as everybody else.
Okay, what kind of business are you trying to get in there? Are you trying to get your license renewed, or what's going on?
I'm trying to get information on fees on driver's license, and I'm trying to see if they have a public records request form that I can have. Also, I'm trying to go in there and document it, because we can't document videos in private property. So we only do it in public places that we're allowed to be.
I've talked to a couple people before that are doing the same thing. I get it, man.
I appreciate you. We go all over the country bringing awareness on freedom of the press.
We're just trying to defuse the situation.
Correct. No, actually, no one here was screaming. No one was being nasty until the gentleman over here with the Jesus Christ flip-flops on come complain about how you doing, ma'am? Good to see you. Can I have your name and badge number, ma'am?
Hi.
How many years have you been with police for? Well, you've been here for a long time, ain't you?
Yeah. What's going on today?
Well, we're just a little bit confused. We're trying to go into the DMV, conduct business like everybody else. I guess the people over here don't like the First Amendment, freedom of the press. They told us to step out. They said it's private property. We would never trespass into private property. So we're just confused. We want to know if we're actually legally allowed to walk into this building and conduct business like everyone else, or is it illegal to have our cameras on?
This is private property, so I don't know who you talked to inside. Who was inside that you talked to?
The bouncer at the door. Isn't it open to the public?
What did you just say?
The bouncer. The bouncer at the door?
Okay, it's private property, so if they ask you to leave, you guys have to leave.
Who finds it? Who financed this place?
Not me.
Okay, it's private property. If it's private property, we respect private property. But right now we're in public property. And you, sir, you're anti-American, sir. You're anti-American.
I think you're wasting your time.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
What are you going to gain from that? Anything?
I'm going to generate some revenue. I'm going to generate some revenue. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's not keep going back and forth.
Well, it's the First Amendment, sir.
I know, but let's not.
He needs to understand that.
Let's diffuse the situation.
I am. No one's being violent. No one is being nasty. No one is being loud. Well, you want to call me an asshole, you get the First Amendment right back, buddy.
That's right, but now I'm asking you, what do you think you're going to gain from it?
I am going to educate a lot of people from this, sir.
Who's going to watch it?
Thousands, sir.
Enough from both of you.
About 185,000 people in my channel.
Okay.
We have almost 100 million combined views. That's who's gonna watch it. Thank you. Thank you. It's the First Amendment, sir. You just made yourself a fool in auditing America. Thank you, sir. Share, like, and subscribe, sir. Yes, you do. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't have come up to our face. If you didn't, you wouldn't have come up to our face to disrespect. Did I disrespect anybody here? Did I disrespect anyone here? No. You're the only one disrespecting, and you have the right to do that. But you know what? I also have the right to say fuck you back. All right? Sorry, but it's the First Amendment. Sorry, ma'am.
All right. Hey.
Sorry.
Hey, let's cut it down just a little bit. Okay?
You don't. You could just go home, ma'am.
All right. Let's just cut it down a little bit. Let's keep this civil. There's no need to rile anything up. Okay? Let's just
So it's private property.
It's private property. She has asked you guys to leave, that she doesn't want you guys to record inside the building.
And we did. And we did. As soon as she said, we were just trying
Problem
to.
right now.
Well, nothing. We're in public. We're exercising the First Amendment. We're all good. If it's private property, it's private property.
As long as you're not being disruptive, I don't have an issue, okay?
What would you consider that?
As long as you're not being disruptive.
What if we're okay? Can't people peacefully protest? In a protest, people are loud, right?
If you're disturbing other people and we
So
get
where
a
does the
call.
First Amendment end in disturbing?
I'm not even, this isn't about the First Amendment.
Yes, it is.
You see
It
the
isn't
cameras?
for me.
Yes, it is. It's the first.
for me.
It's the first article of your job, ma'am. You swore to protect the First Amendment. We're talking about it. So,
This call, the
so it
reason
is
why
about
I'm
the.
here is you were being disorderly inside. They do
Oh,
not want you to record.
what's disorderly? Can you specifically say how we were being disorderly, ma'am? Because that's breaking the law. That's a crime. If we were being disorderly, you'd be arresting me right now.
Private business, they've asked you to leave. You
And
have
we
the right to
did.
do that.
And we did as soon as they told us.
Okay.
But disorderly is a crime.
So
So
listen.
please don't accuse me of being disorderly, ma'am.
I'm saying that if anybody here calls us back here, any of these customers here,
They can call. They have the freedom to call.
if you're
It's your job.
disturbing them, if you're disturbing their
Have we
peace,
disturbed
they can
anyone
call.
here?
Well, they're
Have we
disturbing our
dis-
peace. What are you going to do about that?
Yeah. What
They
about
gotta get
our
out of line.
piece? What about our
came up
piece?
to us.
This is open to the
Is that
public.
okay?
Where's he at?
What
Just
if?
went inside or went away, something.
Well,
So
you
can you
guys
tell him
did
the
not
same
call
thing?
me.
Right,
You
but can
guys
you-
did not call me.
Well,
we
he
have to
saw
call
it.
you for you
He
to
saw
actually
it.
Help us.
We have a witness right there.
No. So we have to call you for you to help us.
No, I'm asking you
Right.
where he's at.
We just said he went inside. He's the guy
Okay.
with the fedora hat.
What did he do?
He got in our
came up
face
to
and started
us.
calling us assholes right to our face. It's okay. It's the First Amendment to say what he wants, but he needs to stay the fuck back.
Can you tell him to stop?
So if he bothers you again, just call us back. He's inside doing his business, correct?
You're very nice. Just don't say I'm being disorderly because that's a crime. I would never do that.
Listen, I'm saying that's what she felt. I did not see you be disorderly.
Oh, thank you.
She told us,
Thank you.
or our dispatcher, to ask you guys to leave. You guys walked out of the business, right? So do we have an issue?
We don't.
Okay. If
How
we
long have you
do,
been a police officer,
A
ma'am?
long time.
Have you ever caught any bad cops?
Have I what?
Have you ever arrested any bad police officers?
Have.
That's good.
Awesome.
That's the first one to actually say that.
Awesome.
Okay, this is my badge number and my name, okay? You
you.
guys have an issue, call us back.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Uh-huh.
You're very nice.
Thank you.
Take care.
Your officer's been very.
Yeah, sir, you're very nice. We appreciate you. We need more people like you, sir.
Y'all too. I love y'all. Just
We
don't
need
let
more
me do
people
nothing
like
to
you.
I don't do nothing wrong. I
Remember,
wish I
sir,
did,
find us in Auditing America. You're going to be seen by thousands.
The right to record in public spaces is a vital freedom. While some may argue about private spaces, the law supports public access. If you're ever in a similar situation, stay calm, assert your rights, and be respectful. The fight for transparency and accountability begins with each of us standing up for our beliefs. In Hillsboro, Oregon, tensions quickly escalated at the police department as I tried to document and gather footage. I was met with resistance from both the public and staff, questioning my right to record. It's always eye-opening when people don't understand the laws protecting our filming rights. But what happens when authority pushes back? Stay tuned, because things are about to get intense.
I'm looking at sensitive documents here that you cannot have your phone out.
Whoa,
I need
don't
you to
touch
move.
me, sir.
I need you to move.
Don't touch me.
You're
I
not
can be
gonna
right
sit
here.
here.
I'm getting papers.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
You're
I'm
not
getting
gonna
these
sit here
papers. You
and
don't
look
get to
over
just
law
touch me.
enforcement
Why are you
documents.
touching me? I'm not looking at law enforcement documents.
You
I have
are.
a paper in my hand.
Your
you don't
phone
get to put
was
your hands on
displayed.
me, sir.
Time to
What's
leave.
your use of force
Time to
policy?
leave.
What's your use of force policy?
Okay, you're now being recorded right now.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't want you back there. I'm looking at sensitive documents here that you cannot have your phone out.
Whoa.
I need you
Don't
to
touch
move.
me, sir.
I need you to move.
Don't touch me.
You're
I
not
can be
gonna
right
sit
here.
here.
I'm getting papers.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
You're
I'm
not
getting
going to
these
sit
papers.
here. You're now being recorded right now.
Okay, that's
Time
fine.
to leave.
I'm trying to get papers,
I'm
and you're
telling
pushing
you,
me, and
you
now
can
your
no
fingers in
longer
my
video.
face.
You can no longer video here. You're not going to come back here and video my law enforcement documents.
Who said I'm videoing your law enforcement documents?
You are taking
I'm
video
getting pictures.
the entire time you're in here, and
I'm
you were
allowed
just
to do
here,
this.
and you just had your phone pointed at me.
This is a public lobby. I'm
This
in a
is
public
not public
space.
information.
Then you need to hide it from the public.
No.
But I'm in public space.
No. You need to
don't
be
get
polite
to just come push me.
and not come
You need to
to
be
the
polite
side of my
and don't
desk.
come put your hands on
Okay.
people for no dang reason. What's your use of force policy?
I have a
again?
reason.
You have
You're
a
not
reason
gonna be
to use
behind my
force?
desk here,
You have a reason to
pointing
use
your
force
camera
right
over
now?
here.
You have a reason to walk up to me and use force right
The
now because I have a
appropriate use.
camera.
The
That's
appropriate
appropriate use of force?
The appropriate use.
Are you kidding me? Are
I'm not
you
kidding
kidding
you
me?
at all.
You don't get to touch me because you don't like where I'm standing.
Okay.
You don't like that I have a First Amendment right.
So
you
your
don't get to touch
so
me
your
for
whole
that.
purpose here.
Your whole
is
purpose
try
is
and
to
cause
get out of my
problems,
face and get
okay?
back to work. You're dismissed. I don't need you.
No.
I'm in a public space.
No.
Okay, I can record
Okay.
this whole area
No,
if
you
I feel
can't.
like it. The hell I
No,
can't.
you can't.
I can record back here, anywhere I can
No,
see
you
from
can't.
public. The hell I can't. The hell I can't.
What do you?
I know what the law is on this. What is your deal?
why
Act
are
like
you
a good
here?
cop.
What is your purpose?
None of your business. Go back to work. I don't need you. You're dismissed.
It is my business.
You're dismissed. What's your name and badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
What's your name and badge
Officer
number?
Thompson.
How come your
We
name
don't
isn't on
have
your
badge
shirt?
numbers.
How come your name's not on your shirt?
Because I don't
Where's
have
your
a
name
name
tag?
I just told you my name.
Where's your name tag?
I just
Legally
told you
have
my
to wear
name.
one, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you gotta identify yourself.
No, I don't.
You don't get to come
I
touch
just
me. Don't
identified
ever
myself.
touch me again. You understand that?
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop.
You're tough with the badge and gun and people behind you. You don't come up and push somebody. I'm getting papers right here, and you walk up and start shoving me. What's wrong with you?
What is your purpose?
What is your purpose? That's what I'm asking. I'm getting papers. I wasn't even talking to you. Exactly. Well, Jesus, what a freaking psycho, dude. This guy's a psycho. I don't understand what your problem was, but I wasn't even focusing on you. I was getting my papers,
No,
and I
you
can
were
record
focusing-
you.
You were focusing on my
Sir,
screen,
I can record
which is
you,
information
and if
that's
your
not
screen
for you,
is open
okay?
to the public, if we can view it, we can record it. That's
If
the way
you
the
were-
law works.
You're wrong.
But you,
okay?
I'm right. You don't come up and just
Well,
start
you just
shoving
listen to me for a
somebody.
second.
I'm trying to talk to you as a person, and you're interrupting me.
No.
You don't come up and just start shoving somebody. You could have spoke to me and said, "Hey, can you not record my screen?" I would have said, "No problem,"
I'm
and I
trying
would
to
have turned it
explain
away
to
from
you
your screen.
Why you
And
wouldn't
instead,
want
you come
your
shove me.
information recorded.
I wouldn't,
If
which is
you were
why
a
I feel
caller-
like you should do a better job of hiding
if
this
you were a
information.
caller,
That's why I feel like you
and
should
I
do a
had
better
your
job of hiding this
up on the
information.
screen, would you want someone coming over to the side of my desk?
I would want
filming
you
your
to do your
information?
job and hide the information. That's what I would want you to do.
So are you advising me on going to
Yeah,
do my job?
you're screwing up because if somebody could see it from the public, they could record it. And you're saying you're trying to protect the information. Coming up and shoving somebody is not protecting information. You could have just spoke to me, sir, like a human. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would have said, no problem. I won't record the screen. I don't care about your screen at all. Instead, you came and shoved me and started yelling at me and sticking your fingers in my face. I just don't understand. I don't understand why you would
Do you have a
do it.
business card or something?
I do, but I'm not going to give it to
You're
you.
probably an attorney, I'm guessing. Or...
That's cute. That's cute.
How you doing? Good.
I'm good.
So, sir, this is Sergeant DeGiulio.
That's fine.
So this gentleman's just here.
Yeah, I'm here. No
and-
problem.
And he's recording everywhere. Okay. Of
course
my
I am.
problem with that is he came back here and was recording
Oh, I came back where?
my screen. The problem with that is he came back here and was recording.
Oh, I came back. Of
But
course
my
I am.
problem with that is he came back here and was recording.
Oh, I came back where?
My screen. Okay.
Where did I come back to?
And I got up and asked him to not
This
record
guy's
my
fucking
screen.
lying on camera.
Once he comes over here and starts filming the information that I'm looking at, that's not free for him to video.
Well, one it is.
I'm not here to argue if it did happen or didn't happen. Is that what he's saying make a little bit of sense?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well,
It's
he
not.
doesn't
You need
want
to figure out one if it did happen or didn't happen, Because what'd you do when I was over there getting an Oregon handbook, which is where I was standing getting, which I can stand. Am I correct? Can I stand right there? Yeah. Can I record while I'm standing right there? I'm in a public space, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But he's concerned. Perhaps.
Sir, how did you handle that situation?
I understand his concern in this.
Well, hold on. How'd you handle that situation, sir?
I got up and approached you there, put my hand on your shoulder and said, I don't.
And shoved me about 5 feet, right?
I did not.
I got it on camera.
Documents here that you cannot have your phone out.
Whoa.
I need you
Don't
to move.
touch me, sir.
I need you to move.
Don't touch me.
You're
I
not
can be
gonna
right
sit
here.
here.
I'm getting papers.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
You're
I'm
not
getting
gonna
these
sit here
papers. You
and
don't
look
get to-
up-
I got it on camera. I got it on camera and told me to leave, right? And stuck your finger in my face a bunch of times, right? Yeah. So this is an issue. What's your use of force policy?
What is it?
Yeah.
I can get it to you. I mean,
Well, you have an officer who just used force, and I'm making a complaint right now. I'm verbalizing a complaint.
We can review it. We would have it.
If
There
I'm
is a review mechanism for it.
Well, you'll be reviewing it, I'll tell you that much. But if I'm standing right there, this guy can't come blow a gasket and start shoving me 5-10 feet and telling me I can't record, pointing his finger in my face, telling me you got to get out of here. All he had to do was say, hey, can you not get my screen? And I would have said, no problem. I mean, no big deal, right? But when you got a guy coming up and shoving me,
so I can review it all. I'm listening to you.
Well,
I'm here. I'm not.
when you got a guy coming up and shoving me, of course I'm going to be a little ticked off, right? You can understand that as well, correct?
No, I totally can.
Okay, because if I walked up to you and shoved you because I didn't like where you were standing, you'd be pissed off too,
Let me
right?
ask you another thing. My name's
Come
Roberto.
on.
I tried to say that a bit of time here. I've said a few words. Haven't said many. Wouldn't mind chatting with you. I really wouldn't.
Well, that's because
You from the Bay Area?
you should listen right now.
No, I am listening.
There's-
I don't think you can
I'm
accuse
here.
me of not, and that's fine, and I will. But I also would love to actually have a conversation to figure out what I can do to help you if you have an inquiry on something. That's all.
Well, I'll
Very
take care of my complaint process, but what you need to do to help everybody is train this guy as far as not putting his hands on people. He's trained.
He's very well trained.
Is that the training that you guys have here? To walk up and shove somebody? I'm telling you. I'm telling you that he walked up and shoved me. Is that your guys'
With all due
training?
respect, sir,
Is that your training?
I appreciate that you're
This is
telling
crazy.
me, but till I review something, I can't tell you.
Well, I'm giving you a hypothetical. I'm not saying to say he did it or didn't do it. I'm saying if somebody's standing there recording, which we can do in a public lobby, can he just walk up and push somebody?
No, of course not.
Okay. So why did it just happen then? And you'll see the video. You know how this works, obviously. Well, you obviously know how this works. So
it's difficult for me to give you a definitive.
No, you mean once you review it, you guys find a way to say he didn't do anything wrong and back him up because you investigate yourself and get to kind of do whatever you want. That's what you mean.
No,
What's your name and badge number?
But yes.
What's your name and badge number? And what was your badge number? I didn't hear it.
44099.
You guys have cards?
Yeah.
And what's this? Does this guy have a badge number? How come he doesn't have a name tag on? Isn't that under Oregon state law?
No, he has a soft uniform. He can give you all his info if you like.
Well, I asked him for a badge number. He said he doesn't have one. He said you guys don't have badge numbers.
Technically now we have what's called DPSST numbers.
Okay. Employee number. Call it whatever you want. What's your employee number?
It's a state ID.
26702.
26702.
It's a state ID number, so that helps clarify.
Echo shit.
Anything I can help you with directly now, or am I okay to?
No, I'll be here for a while. You guys get used to me. I'll be like a fly on the wall.
Okay.
Oh, long as this psycho doesn't come up and push me again, we'll be good.
Okay. All right.
Oh, just to be very clear, I'm pretty sure if I'm pushed or shoved, I do have a right to defend myself. So if that happens, then it's not on me.
Again, if you're feeling that, if you'd like for me to review,
You'll see the video. You'll see it. You'll see it. I'll get it out to you for sure. I'm definitely going to file a complaint. But standing right here is not, I mean, why am I getting shoved because I stood here? Then hide your screen, sir.
he doesn't have the ability to, so he's asking you politely, and this part I am seeing. He's asking politely, and at least I will ask you politely. Can you please refrain from making sure the camera's pointing at the screen? That's all he's asking, because you have people whose information.
Well, I'm not zoomed in. I'm zoomed out, and I'm gonna point the camera. Now I'm gonna point the camera at the screen. So it is what it is.
You are going to point it at
Absolutely.
Can you do me a favor? And
Absolutely.
Out of respect for people and
Now-
their issues, is there any way, even if you have to just take it inside? So
Now, like I said a minute ago, when I was standing here recording,
okay.
I wasn't
I just
even.
want to respect people who call in.
Well,
who
listen,
have
so you
private
can understand the
incidents.
point of
Well,
view that I have.
I have tried to speak with you. And
No, you've tried to speak over
No, I
me
never did.
continuously.
You can do your take on that.
I will. You'll see it. What I'm saying is, I'm standing here looking for my handbook, right? And I'm recording him because he's yelling at me while I was over here. And he walks up and starts shoving me. Don't record my screen. Now, if he would have walked up and said, "Sir, I have people's stuff on the screen. Can you not record the screen?" I would have said, "No problem."
Okay.
I would have said that. But now he gets the big middle finger, as well as all you guys, and I'm going to do whatever I want.
Sir, it's the first chance I've had to do this. Well, it's a moot point at this point. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, take care. Holy shit, what a psycho, dude. I can't believe that even happened. Good.
Sir, I didn't want to leave you hanging, so I printed this out for you. This is what you've requested, okay?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. From the Bay Area.
I'm from here.
Okay, sorry. I was mistook you from somebody else from the Bay Area that does videos that, quite frankly, I've watched. But he's good. Take a look. Thank you.
What's his name?
I think it's called Bay Area Transparency.
He's on YouTube?
Yeah. All right. I know it's going to seem weird, but thank you for what you do too. It does serve a purpose.
Well, that's why I was trying to talk to you about it in there, but for some reason we're talking over each other. Like, you'll see the video. That guy got up and shoved me for no reason. All he had to do was ask me. I would have not got the screen. No problem. I can legally, but I wouldn't have, just out of respect.
Understand, I'm not going to argue with you on that right there because I can't. I mean, there's no way I can see what had happened. I can review it later, and I will. And no, and I don't. My goal isn't to. How can I say this? I understand the authority we wield, and you do have to have checks and balances. I totally understand.
For sure.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roberto.
Yeah, and I know you can't make. I'm not asking you to make a decision on it. That's not what I was saying.
Yeah,
but if a citizen comes and tells you, "Hey, man, this officer just pushed me for recording," wouldn't you think you would want to be like, "Hey, I need you to go write a report on that right now"? This is a verbal report. I'm filing a verbal complaint against this guy.
Understand?
That's a battery, man, or an assault. I mean, either one.
Recorded in there too. So
Not that angle, wasn't. I didn't see any other cameras.
The cameras were. Yeah, they actually do record in there. They're circular globes. You'll see them in there.
Oh, okay. I looked around for them. Yeah, so,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get all that. But, yeah, I mean, I would think that you guys would be having them strike something up at this point, but it seemed like you guys are just like, well, whatever, until we see your video.
I gave you the policy for sure. I did.
Yeah, I got the use of force. I can get online. I don't care about that. But
Okay, I thought
use of force is only for when somebody's committing a crime. You guys are trying to effect an arrest, not standing there recording. There is no use of force policy for that, and that's why I was asking him when he was pushing me, "What's your use of force policy? Don't touch me." So I would expect you guys would have him write something up, but it seems like you guys aren't doing nothing about it.
That's what I'm saying. It will be reviewed. There is a mechanism for that. I can't do it on the spot, and you even alluded to that earlier. That would be totally inappropriate.
So you're saying with or without my video, you're going to review it okay. Oh, so maybe I misunderstand you. Okay.
Sorry,
To me, it just seemed like you guys were brushing off, like send your video, forget
Not
you.
your video, our internal video. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I don't. I'm a lieutenant, but all the officers have body cams. Sergeants who work the street have body cams, and again, I hope I'm helping you a little bit. I'm not trying.
Well, I got it all recorded. I just want to make sure, like you said, checks and balances. Somebody like that does not need to be dealing with the public. I'll help you out if what I'm saying is true. So, there you go. And I got it on camera. I got no reason to lie.
I appreciate you saying it that way. 100%.
So, yeah, you guys will see it. It's just crazy to me. I didn't expect that to happen. It kind of gets you as a shocker,
No, fair enough.
But anyways, take care, man.
Hey, thank you, sir. I'm Roberto, by the way.
Okay, take care. Thanks for being cordial.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
This incident serves as a powerful reminder our right to record in public spaces is not only legal but essential. When faced with resistance or confusion, it's important to stay calm, stand firm, and educate others about our freedoms. The road to accountability is challenging, but it's up to us to fight for transparency and respect. Stay informed and strong. Now let's head to Enley Park, Illinois, where we're visiting the United States Post Office to see if our right to record is respected. Expecting resistance from staff is one thing, but when the public gets involved, things get even more interesting. Watch as tensions rise, misinformation is challenged, and law enforcement is called in. Will they learn about our rights, or will it escalate further? Stay tuned.
How you doing, officer? Pretty good. What's your name and badge number, sir?
Zilka. 19.
Zulka. Okay, I wanted to make sure I wanted to get that right. Obviously they called you guys here because I was recording. I tried to explain to the young lady, the short lady that called you guys. She's kind of short, you barely see her. But I explained to her that I'm just exercising my right, staying in the publicly accessible areas, recording.
I wanted. That's what I'm going to ask my partner when he shows up.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is one of those like free speech areas to where you can do whatever.
Well, where we're exercising freedom of press instead of freedom of speech. Still First Amendment.
Yeah,
but you know what? This is the killer part. This is going to get you. She walked to the back the first time when I first got here. She walked to the back and obviously told like a supervisor or something.
Sure.
The supervisor verbatim words was just let him act a fool. Basically, leave him alone.
Right.
And she still called 911. So
who was the one who talked to you first? What does she look like? So I know who I'm looking for.
She's the only one working the desk right now. She's real short. Maybe.
And then she went and talked to somebody.
Yeah, they was like, just let him act a fool.
And then who was the other person?
I'm not sure because they never did come out.
You never saw
But that's obviously somebody of a supervisory role or someone that knows our rights to record, which is posted right there.
Do you mind me asking why, or you
just documenting the day? You know, I just like to come in and document and exercise. How you doing today, sir?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Let me go double check. He said one employee said to stop and then talk to like maybe a manager.
Yeah.
So I want to go see. I don't know if this is one of these areas where he can do this. I don't know. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So what's the point of this, sir?
Well, just like I told your partner here, I'm just here to document and exercise my rights to record in public. I conveyed that to the young lady that working behind the desk. She wasn't too interested. She got a little irritated, so she went to the back and obviously spoke to someone, and someone told him, just let him act a fool. Basically, let him do what he's doing. And she still called 911. And so my thing is they're postal workers, and they don't even understand that there are rules and regulations right there on the wall telling them that we can do it.
Where's this at?
That's right here, literally. Right there. You see where it says photographs for news?
Yeah, for news. I guess that's the whole.
Well, you should have. Man, you just briefly read. You should have read the entire.
Oh, I thought it said for news.
Well, I was showing you
Does
that.
it say
That's the
right
heading. That's how it starts. So yeah.
Well, all it mentions is for news purposes.
That's correct.
It says other photographs may only be taken with the permission of the postmaster.
That's right. So you know what other photographs and that statement is talking about stuff that's behind there. You see where your partners are standing. So stuff behind there. If I wanted to go back there and walk around there, you know, then yeah, of course you would need that permission. But to just stand in the lobby, of course not.
Well, I guess you could do whatever you want, but I mean, what are you gaining by doing this?
Well, it's not about.
What are you holding them to account? What do you think is going on?
Well, obviously they need an education that we can do it, and what's so sad is it shouldn't take for you guys to be called out here to educate them when that rules is right there on the wall.
I think you need to read this a little bit closer, sir.
Oh no, you probably proofreading. You're picking your bits and pieces.
Is this big?
Okay.
It says photographs for news purposes may be taken in the entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, auditoriums, when used for public meetings. So there has to be a public meeting going on, except
Absolutely
where
not.
Prohibited by official signs and blah, 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 blah. It says other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the postmaster.
Right. So we all know how to read, right, officer? So as you can tell, let me get up here with you real quick.
Yeah, read them.
Okay. Well, let's read it together. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances. That's a comma, right?
Okay.
Lobbies,
Right.
comma.
That's another place.
Foyers, comma, corridors, comma, and then it talk about auditoriums.
Okay.
Or
Okay,
auditorium.
yeah, let's forget about that part.
Well, I want to point that part out to you.
What news agency are you working for?
Well, like I said, I'm just in here to document
Yeah,
it.
but are you working for a news agency? Because if it says if you're not working,
I'm an investigative journalist, sir.
Okay, so what's the name of the website? Where are you posting it?
I'm an investigative independent journalist.
Right. Okay.
So I'm here.
What's the name of your YouTube channel that you're going to post?
Oh, I can write it. I'll write it down for you for sure. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Like I come out and gather content and I disseminate it to the public. So my thing is we're allowed to do this, and and it's right there on their wall, and they're not even interested in knowing. So
I don't think they believe you're a journalist.
well, it doesn't matter what they believe. You know, that doesn't matter. Do you guys do Tinley Park, Illinois Police Department have an agreement with the post office here?
We have agreement with all citizens of Tinley to come when they request our assistance.
Well, we're talking about the memorandum. So, like, you got to have a contract with the Postal Service itself in order for you guys to try to come on this property, which is federal property.
No, we don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I mean,
I was just checking.
There's a building in Tinley Park. If someone calls, someone has a heart attack here, someone gets their wallet stolen here, anything happens here, we respond.
Okay, but I mean, yet still, you guys don't have jurisdiction here, though.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, absolutely not. It's just it's federal property.
Jurisdiction to do what?
To come and enforce federal regulations.
If I call you with a gun here, I couldn't arrest you?
That's not the issue here, sir. Of course. If someone was in here, we were talking about those circumstances. Someone's being violent. Of course, you can make a call, right?
Well, jurisdiction is jurisdiction.
Oh, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. It isn't. It isn't. That's not how it
So we
works.
can enforce 90% of the law here, but only not the other 10%.
You guys were called here today 911 for someone filming.
You know that it was a 911 call for one thing.
Oh, I do know because I watched her press 911. She did it right in front of me. So that's abuse of 911.
To answer your question, we have jurisdiction.
Oh no, absolutely not. There's several officers. I do this all over, so I know precisely what I'm doing. This ain't my first rodeo.
Why did you ask the question?
Because I'm just trying to see if you're going to be transparent and honest.
Well, I just told you. So
Maybe you're misinformed.
So you agree with me that I can enforce a law if you drop a bag of cocaine on the ground, right?
No, you still can't. You will have to. You know what you can do? You can sit here and we have to call FPS. That's what you have to do.
I'd have to preserve the crime scene for the 2 days that it would take them to get out here.
Why would it take them 2 days? I don't think it'll take them that long.
I think so.
Absolutely not.
You ever deal with the Postal Service or the federal government?
And the Federal Protective Service, I guarantee if you call them, they'll show up instantaneously for something that's in a dire situation. They're coming right away. They're coming right away. I mean, you know, that's just how it goes. I was just trying to see if you was willing to be honest. That's all. So,
This experience is a reminder of how crucial it is to stand up for our rights, especially when misinformation clouds our freedoms. Even when things get heated, it's important to remain calm, assert our rights respectfully, and educate those around us. We shouldn't have to fight for what is rightfully ours, but if we do, we must be ready to stand firm. Always know your rights and keep pushing for transparency.